I'm astrologer and life coach Penny Dix. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome back if you're a regular visitor here. But if you're new here, welcome to you. And I'd love it if you could subscribe. And if you are born under the sign of Leo, or you have an ascendant, also known as the rising sign in Leo, then welcome to you. Excuse me, because this is your short heads up video for the month of January. All the astrological energies you need to know to navigate your way through this month. So let's start with looking at what's going on in your 11th house. This is Gemini for you. This is the part of your chart that is to do with the things, the projects and plans that you have, dreams, wishes, anything, these far distant ideas that you would like to manifest. Now, it's Gemini, which is about communication. So Leo, I think you find it quite easy to communicate the things that you want to do with regard to sort of certain projects. But you've had Mars here. Mars has been here since mid-August 2022. And Mars is not comfortable in Gemini. Mars is about action, energy. It's kind of fast. It's fighting. It can be arguments and disputes. You might have been arguing with yourself about things. And it's been retrograde since the end of October. And it's finally going direct on the 12th of January. This is going to be really helpful for anything that you have been perhaps procrastinating about. There might have been a project that you're thinking about, that you're thinking, I really must get on and do that. I really want to do that. And you just can't get yourself to do it. This has been because of Mars, because I think also you will have been probably being not very nice to yourself and kind of going, oh, for goodness sake, why can't I get this done, as you procrastinate. So I think that's going to ease up with Mars going direct. Now, it is going to be in this part of your chart until March the 12th, in fact, when it will finally move into Cancer, your 12th house. But we'll come to that later on. So let's also look at what's been going on in your 6th house, because this is the part of your chart that is Capricorn. And it's to do with your day-to-day routine. It's also about service to others, but it's also about health. Now, Mercury has been retrograde in Capricorn since the 29th of December. Mercury is giving you an opportunity. Are there any medical things that you should just get yourself checked over about? Because I think Mercury is saying, come on, do it now. You've got time to do it now. Do it now before things get too busy. Is there something you regularly do in January? These sort of regular annual tests that we do. Because I think you can make the most of Mercury highlighting this need for you to make appointments and to address these things. I know one of the things I have to do is get an eye test. I keep putting it off. I mean, I can see, but I know that I need to have an eye test. Anyway, that's by the by. So Mercury goes direct on the 18th. So it's still going to be in this part of your chart for a little while longer, but it will help you to address your routine, your day-to-day routine, which I think is going to speed up, and there's going to be a lot of news and communication, information coming at you. So you're really going to need to be in a good, healthy situation with yourself to cope with the routines and the day-to-day activities. Let's also look at Venus, because Venus also has been in Capricorn. And I think in many ways, she's been soothing the way a bit, so that if you've been kind of finding it a bit tough to keep that routine ticking over in a good, positive way, Venus has actually helped you with that, because she's made you feel valued, so that if sometimes you felt that perhaps your work or your efforts don't get appreciated, Venus has been there. Kind of, she's got your back. She's saying, you keep doing what you're doing. You're going in the right direction. So that is what Venus has been doing. Well, on the 3rd, Venus moves into your 7th house of Aquarius. Now, this is all about your relationships. This is super cool for you. This is going to bring lovely warmth and feeling, maybe new romantic opportunities if that's what you're looking for. It's going to bring good feeling in current relationships. If you're single and not looking, then it's just going to mean your contact and your connection with those that are dear to you is just going to be really sweet and nice and warm. Now, I want to mention something about retrograde because it affects your sign in particular, because Venus is having a retrograde this year and it's in your sign, Leo. It's on the July the 23rd and it's till September the 4th. But you're going to have this sort of double bonus of Venus making you feel quite radiant, although maybe not so radiant when she's retrograde in your sign, but more of that later in the year. Now let's have a look at what's going on, because Venus also is going to be conjunct Saturn in your 7th house. You've had Saturn here for some time. And Saturn in Aquarius, what it's been doing, it's been making you really look very succinctly and carefully at your close relationships, deciding what is good for you and what is not good for you. Some relationships might have ended, but some might have become firmly committed. That is a real possibility with Saturn here. And Saturn is still giving you that opportunity to put down some firm roots with anyone that you really want to make sure is in your life long term. Venus, being conjunct Saturn, is saying today's the day. January the 22nd is a really good day to try and forge that commitment. By the 27th, it's too late because Venus has moved into Pisces and your 8th house. But that's okay, because here she's going to really be working her magic on your joint finances or on anything you've got invested, how you make your money work for you, how you save it. So that's going to be really super good energy to have here. And finally, we need to look at what's going on in your 10th house, Taurus, because, well, hasn't your career gone through a lot of changes, Leo? Because, of course, you've got Uranus here, our planet, our big outer boy of the unexpected, of innovation, invention. Maybe some of you have thought of, I don't know, reinvented the wheel. But, you know, Uranus is a very innovative sign. And the fact is that it's not comfortable in Taurus because Taurus is fixed and Earth. And even though Uranus rules Aquarius, which is also fixed, it's an air sign. It's like freedom. It wants space. And I think that Uranus in this part of your chart has really been pushing you to change the whole method, the whole way that you run your particular work, business, career, hobby, passion. But it's pushed you. It's really stretched you, which has actually been very good for you, Leo. And Uranus has been retrograde for a while and really stuck fast with that North Node, helping you see the way towards your kind of future destiny, what you want to unfold in the future. Now, when it goes direct on the 22nd, it's going to start breaking away from that North Node energy. So it's kind of like it's out there on its own. So you are going to have to really work hard to use that Uranus energy as it speeds up through this part of your chart to really put some structure into the projects and plans that you have with your career to get them launched. So there we go, Leo. There's your short heads up video for the month of January. And please remember to like, comment and subscribe. Thank you so much for joining me. And I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye for now.